Hello, moment friends! Ending here for another episode of the epic story. When we last left off, we were getting ready to talk to Grimbold and learn what the heck that dream meant.
You had a bad dream. Such things are to be expected after a battle.
Grimbold's expression becomes darker and more concerned when you tell him what you remember of the troubling dream. That is not merely a bad dream, Staftang. This is elf magic of the worst sort. You were dallied with the strange peoples and mysterious forces, and now you are caught in their net. Yeah, the net guy that cost us the battle. If you were not so valuable in a fight, I would command you to leave and never return. You could not leave my sight quickly enough. Really?
This dream of yours is an omen of dangerous times.
That bad?
Ahead.
I will not force you to leave, my friend. You have been too valuable an ally. But heed this warning. Elf magic or not, this dream of yours is an omen of dangerous times ahead. It must steer your steps, but whether it steers them to good or ill, I cannot say. This I know, however, it is not your fate to stand with us again. Can you understand any of what you saw within the fog of the sleep? Oh, so you think it's elven magic and you don't want to be anywhere near, but now you want to know what the dream was. Okay. You tell Grimbold that you do know of someone to whom the dream seemed to refer. The girl Nona, who called herself Wadu's ghost, for a time, and swore vengeance on the Dunlendings in the pay of Saruman. You must begin to find this girl, then. If she sought to slay Dunlendings, she is certain to be somewhere within the Gap of Rohan. They gather in Wolf's Cleft, and the Gap teems with them. Go to Wilfrith in Fourth Rond, to the west, and see if he has any sign of this girl, Alright, it is time to go to another camp. So let's go and do just that. Alright, here we go.
Some of my men who fought at the ford spoke highly of you.
Withred listens as you describe Nona and her determination to slay Dunlendings in the service of Saruman. One Dunlending seems much the same as any other to me, Staftang, but I have not seen any of them fighting amongst themselves. There was one thing, though. Not 2 hours ago I heard the clash of sword on sword coming from the warg warrens of Althar to the west. Perhaps your Dunlending ally was stirring up trouble from the heights. While you are up there, you should slay some of the wargs yourself. That's great, so I'm not even going to come back to this guy and he wants me to kill 4 wargs. Thanks, buddy. That is great. Well, let's go and do just that, I suppose. Alright, there's the final warg. As you defeat another warg, a glint of gold to the west of the warren catches your eye. This member of the Dreg Luth was slain by a sword stroke. Pieces of gold trail from his clutched fingers, and you pick up and look at them curiously. As you straighten up, you see another glint of gold to the west, where 2 trails meet. Alright, so I see another glint of gold where 2 trails meet up ahead. Let us see which way they want us to go. Oh, way ahead. They were not joking. Alright, well, let us mount up and get out of combat. There we are. Mount on up. And ride to wherever the heck it wants us to go. Aha, a small pile of gold. You examine the pile of gold pieces, and you see another glint further to the west. Okay, if that's a small pile of gold in Dunland, then I would like to see a large pile of gold I mean, sure, that's a small pile. Oh, and then you add in the of gold part, and that's like a huge pile. Are you kidding? Alright, well, anyway, let us keep moving forward. Alright, here we are at another small pile of gold. As you examine the pile of gold pieces, you see another glint further to the southwest. Fantastic. Let's examine that, because why the heck not? Ooh, hello.
I did not expect to see you again, friend.
Your suspicion was correct, and Nona stands before you. I did not expect to see you again, friend. I am pleased you are still alive. You must have heard a rumor of me. I have truly become Wadu's ghost, and the Gap of Rohan is my haunt. I have made use of the bribing gold we recovered in Kargalin, Staftang. I find warriors who have sworn allegiance to Saruman, and I leave piles of coins for them to discover while they pick up. I fall upon them. They pick up, I fall upon them, and claim my vengeance. I have thinned the outliers of the army that gathers in Wolf's Cleft, but it is not yet enough to pay for the death of my brother. Wadu's ghost still hungers for blood of those who serve Saruman, and kill in the name of the traitor wizard, and she will have her fill.
Why did you search for me, if not to join in my vengeance?
Why then did you search for me? Nona listens attentively as you account for your troubling dream. When you have finished, she nods sagely. Dreams of this sort have meaning, Staftang. My people know this well. Great harm has befallen those who ignore the warnings of the dreams such as this. I will go with you to see this elf queen. Let us return first to my home of Lanuch. I must bid farewell to my father, Sorvash, before we begin such a journey. I want to make certain he is well before I go with you to this wood of gold. I will meet you by the front gate of Lanuch in Inidwaith. You will automatically travel to Lanuch in Inidwaith when you accept this quest, because I, the narrator, have finally read the manual to my powers that allow you to teleport to any part of the world. Well, thank goodness he finally did that in Volume 3, Book 6. Nona searched the village but found no sign of her father. Although I know where he is because I have the
I
script.
cannot find my father anywhere in the village.
Before Wadu was slain, Silvax used to go to the pool of the king to listen to the water and think. Perhaps he is there now. Let us look for him there. The pool of the king is northwest of the village. Alright, the pool of the king. Which king is what I want to know. Let us go and look. Where? Northwest. Alright, a ways up there, so let us go. Alright, this is a pretty cool little lake. The pool of the king. First we better get this dwarf marker here. Apparently I still need 2 more of those. This is a nice place.
Nona has told me what you plan to do, and why.
I will not keep you from this journey, Staftang, the man of dreams. Dreams have power. All the Auglag know this. We ignore their warnings at our own peril. I wish to speak further with my daughter. Search through the pottery fragments that surround this pool for something that she can bring with her on this journey to remind her of Sorvuch. Sometimes things have value. Catch on the sides of the pool. Old things, shiny things, pretty things. Busy yourself with this task while I speak with my daughter. Alright, why not look at the closest one? You sift through the small pile of shards, but find nothing of note. You will have to go further out of earshot to find the correct pottery shard. Find nothing of note. Again. You're pretty bad at this. Sifting through the shards, you find the small barrel that shines with its own light. Collected the shining barrel.
Did you find something? Ah, you did.
Silverwitch takes the barrel from you and holds it up to the light. I do not know how long this rested on the bottom of the pool, Staftang, or what caused it to drift to the bank and catch on the stones. But it did, and in that it is like my Nona, and like you. You are moved by forces a simple man like Solrosh does not understand, and he does not presume to know where you will be on the morrow. Solrosh laughs again. The stone is pretty. Nona, my daughter, wear it in the distant lands, and look on it and think of Solrosh. Wield that sword of the horse lords, and think of your brother Wadu. You will be far away, but you will be near too, close by my heart, by in heart, and close by in thought. Ah, Solrosh's way is the way of battle, not the way of words. He has said enough. They talk about themselves in third person more than anybody I know. Alright, Vitality and Might, Vitality and Critical, Vitality and Will, there we go.
I do not believe in long farewells.
You have little time to delay. You must ride swiftly, for you have a long journey ahead of you. Note that you will automatically travel to Tal Hadnir in Lothlorien when you accept this quest, because once again, I just found the teleport button right there on the control panel. Here we go. Now this one might be a little bumpy. Hold on to your lunch. Alright, so the teleports are actually completely safe, just messing with you. But they do take a while. And then, all of a sudden, with a pop, the ranger Staftang appears before the elves in Lothlorien.
You long to see the Lady Galadriel.
I would not keep you from her, Staftang, but I fear things are not so simple this time.
This Dunlending girl that accompanies you must be blindfolded if she is to enter.
My orders forbid me from letting unfamiliar folk into Lothlorien. This Dunlending girl who accompanies you cannot enter the wood. You try to explain to Haldir the reason you have brought Nona all the way to Lothlorien, and even bring up the fact that the narrator can simply teleport her right inside, but he remains unconvinced. This dream of yours could mean something, but even if it does not excuse me from my duty. Since I know you, Staftang, I will allow her to enter with you, but she must be blindfolded. This point is not negotiable. If you are ready to accept this, come with me. Alright, well, I think that this is a good place to stop. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of the Epic Story. When we return, we will enter into the solo quest that cannot be completed within a fellowship, and hopefully learn of what some of this dream might mean. But till then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for another episode of the Epic Story. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like button below. And if you'd like to see more of my daily content, feel free to subscribe, and you'll be notified when that new content comes out. And also, if you'd like to help support my channel and help me continue to create high quality videos, feel free to support me on Patreon, and you can get all sorts of great rewards in the process. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for another video.